Hi, I'm Nellie Walkup, David Walkup's wife, and he asked me to say just a couple of words about how this process changed him years ago. So, All In was modeled after a ministry called Joshua's Men. It was a discipleship program that men went through for a year. And he went through it in 2008 with 6 to 8 men. And he's still in touch with his prayer partner today. He will tell you that what changed him most was his walk with the Lord and how much stronger it got. And as a result of that, you can imagine just how much comes after that. When our walk gets stronger with the Lord, then so does everything else. In our family, he started devotionals. Our oldest, shortly after, um, came to know the Lord. She was 5. Our youngest was 2, and a couple of years later, she asked to have Jesus in her heart. Our mother-in-law lived with us, or his mother lived with us for 11 years, and she did the devotionals with us all together. So the girls got to see that. Um, and it was just a really cool thing that was happening in our family as David took his place as spiritual leader. Our family was stronger. The word was in the house. The Spirit of God was in the house, and we both became stronger. Our marriage got stronger as well. We prayed together more. And the other thing I want to talk about is, so the boys, it's a band of brothers. They get really, really close, where they would just be there for each other no matter what. And our first family event, I would say, is when my mother-in-law passed away several years ago. It was a big loss for us. And I looked in the middle of the room at one point after she had passed, and there was a circle of men in the middle of the room, and it was all the men that he'd either been through in the same group or had helped to lead, but whoever was involved in Joshua's Men, there were several of them that were there for him, and just how cool that was to see. And even one of the wives came to be there for me because she knew how hard it was. It was his prayer partner's wife, and we'd known each other a long time. You know, then a few years later, David was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and he was about to undergo surgery for several hours. There were guys that had been praying for him before, and his prayer partner's wife called me up and said, "Nellie, do you have anybody there to be there with you?" And I thought, well, I was just going to read a book. I didn't really want to ask anybody to sit with me for 5 hours, and she came, and another friend came, and his brother came, and then little by little, like Joshua's Men boys, his friends would stop in and see how we were doing. And I mean, I spent 5 hours laughing, cracking jokes. It was the best 5 hours I could have spent, and when he came out, they were there with him, and they made him laugh afterward too. A month later, I was in a bad car wreck, and he made one phone call, and there were men at the ER by the time we got there, praying with him, one holding my hand while he tried to go find the doctor to see if he can get me some pain medicine. And other men just willing to go pick up the girls if they needed it. It's just been an incredible change in our lives, and there's always room for improvement. If you think your life is good, it can always get better. It always will when you get in God's word and you get closer to God. So just know that this year, whether you're single, whether you're married, it's going to be a good year for you. I will be praying for you. I'm excited for you, and I hope this morning that you all have just have a good time together. And again, I'm praying for all of you that will be going through this year. Thank you.